Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and Tina's Kitchen, where today is the first day of summer break for us, and my kids really wanted something homemade and hearty for lunch, and we all landed on lasagna. So I wanted to invite you over to help me make this. I've never really made lasagna before. We're not following any particular type of recipe out there, but all of the ingredients are, pretty well known. We have our ricotta cheese. I'm gonna go with this marinara sauce. We have Parmesan cheese. I think it's Parmesan and Regiano. It's like a mix. We also have mozzarella, and we're mixing in some light Monterey Jack just to have a little bit of additional cheesiness. And I got the lasagna that's ready to go in the oven just so it's quicker. And then we'll saute some onions, some shallots, and bring in some meat and combine everything and marry them all together and really just hope for a really yummy tasting lasagna. So grab all your ingredients and join me, and let's make this really delicious dish together. The first thing I wanted to do was get my cheese filling ready, and that will consist of ricotta cheese. If you don't want to use ricotta, you can of course use some cottage cheese as a substitute. So I'll go ahead and pour the whole thing in. I do want to make 2 batches of lasagna. My wonderful aunt and uncle are allowing me to use their kitchen for today, so they'll have a batch of their own. So I'm eyeballing everything, but I will go ahead and list all the ingredients down below for, 1 batch. And then we're gonna go in with our Parmesan cheese. Again, I'm eyeballing everything. And then I'm just gonna dump the entire thing of mozzarella. You should leave some extra. I do have another batch for the topping, of course, at the very end. And then I do have a 3 blend here of light mozzarella, light Monterey, and some cheddar, again for some additional cheesiness. This is optional. Okay. So we have a nice blend going here. I do want to add in a few spices, just some pepper, just some salt, and maybe a little bit of garlic powder for some additional flavor. We are going to be mincing garlic and sautéing it with our onion for that beef filling, but again, a lot of additional flavors going in. So just a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and salt for taste. You also do need to break in an egg to get everything, combining better together. So we'll dump that in and give it a nice stir. Once that's nicely blended, I'm gonna go in and chop some parsley to add additional color and flavor. Again, optional if you're not a fan. And you can also use it for garnish at the end. It's already smelling so great with that garlic. Okay, now let's chop in some of that parsley. I've already washed it, ready to go. You don't need a lot, just a little bit, maybe half the bunch. Okay, now that we have it pretty finely chopped, we'll go ahead and add it and combine it into our cheese filling, set it aside, and get started on our onions and beef sauté, and bring in that wonderful marinara sauce and have it ready for our lasagna. Okay, add that in there, give it a nice stir, and we can set this aside. Alright, now I have my onions ready to be chopped, my shallot, and just a few cloves of garlic. And this is for that beef sauté and our marinara sauce for the filling. So I'll go ahead and get started on chopping this, just finely dicing them. So so they, you know, cook really translucently. And I've already started to preheat my oven. That's what you're hearing. Okay. I want to do this quickly because I do not want to cry on camera. We cry enough watching American Idol. I don't know if anybody else watches it. Every night I'm crying, so I don't want to cry on camera. Okay, we have one down. Let's get the other. Okay. And transfer this into our bowl and get started on the shallot. Shallot is just for additional flavor. It's optional. I just like using it randomly in my dishes. I don't know, I feel like it adds something, you know, additional and special to the dish. Why not? Okay, and then we're gonna just finely dice these. And we'll cook them together with the onions. Just to get our ingredients set up for our next part of our dish, I just want to get my marinara sauce ready. I have my onions here. I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef. You don't have to use 2 pounds. Remember, I'm just making 2 batches, so 1 pound of the little packages would be enough. You can also substitute with turkey. You can add in sausage, whatever your taste buds desire, you can add in. And then I do have some, you know, just a few fresh tomatoes we'll toss in and a little bit of garlic. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and start my onion sauté. All right, let's get started. So we're gonna go in with a little bit of avocado oil and then start our onion sauté. So I'll bring in my onions now. And we want to cook them through for about 7 minutes. We want them to be nice and translucent, and then we'll bring in the beef. All right, my friends, we are ready to go. We have our meat filling, we have our cheese filling, and we have our ready to go lasagna strips. So what I'm gonna do, I've never used these before, so this is gonna be my first time. They are very delicate, so I don't wanna break them. I do wanna coat my pans with a little bit of oil on the bottom, just so it doesn't stick. Let's get a little paper towel and just rub it all around, even the edges, because I don't know how high this will rise. Okay, and then we'll just get started with our first layer. So it looks like my pan is just about the size of the lasagna, so I'll just place 2 next to each other. Okay, perfect. And then I'll go ahead and get started with the meat filling first. This is messy, but embrace the mess. Okay, next I'll put in another 2 slices. And then we'll go in with our cheese filling. Is it. I have covered it with some foil and we're gonna pop it in the oven for about 25 minutes, and I'll probably remove the foil just to get the cheese nice and golden on top, and that's it. It's ready to be served. So we'll go ahead and pop it in the oven. I've preheated it. Okay, and I'll see you back in 30 minutes. All right, I just took this out of the oven. It's nice and golden brown on the top. We are just gonna garnish it with a little bit of that parsley we had finely diced. And I'm gonna let this sit a little and cut and serve it. Into this beautiful lasagna. It's very cheesy. Okay, I don't even know how to get into this to make it really pretty for you guys. Okay. There we have it. Let's do a little bit of a taste test. Super hot. It's delicious. I really hope you guys enjoy this dish as much as I will. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe for more videos. See you next time.